A witness for the Labour Party on Thursday accused the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) of an attempt to sabotage the 2023 presidential election. At the resumed hearing, the Presidential Election Tribunal saw the Labour Party bring forward its witness, Anthony Uwo, who is a software engineer. Under cross-examination by legal counsel to the INEC, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the All Progressive Congress (APC), Mr. Chinwe Owo said he conducted investigations around the uploading of results to the IREV portal by electoral umpire and discovered that there was a deliberate plot to undermine the electoral process. Welcome back to Prospect Channel TV. Thank you for coming out here. If you are just joining us, please kindly subscribe and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. Nigerians, a witness for the Labour Party on Thursday accused the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) of an attempt to sabotage the 2023 presidential election. At the resumed hearing, the Presidential Election Tribunal saw the Labour Party bring forward its witness, Anthony Chinwe, who is a software engineer. Under cross-examination by legal counsels to the INEC, President Bola Tinubu and the All Progressive Congress (APC), Mr. Chinwe said that he conducted investigations around the uploading of results to the IREV portal by electoral umpire and discovered that there was a deliberate plot to undermine the electoral process. This claim infuriated A.B. Mohammed, the INEC counsel, who objected and insisted that from the document presented before the court, INEC used the highest level of software security. After listening to the witness statements and the counterclaims by the defense counsel, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, was allowed to submit to the court the official national results of the February 25th presidential election. The counsel to the Labour Party, Professor Paul Ananaba San, tendered the form EC8DA, which is the official national result of the election. Ananaba also tendered the remaining exhibits in forms EC8A, EC8B, and EC8C, which are polling units, wards, and local governments collation respectively for about 18 states, where they are challenging the election results. Some of the states tendered and admitted are Bayelsa, Benue, Cross River, Ebonyi State, Edo State, Lagos, Niger, Ondo, Oyo, Rivers State, Sokoto, Ekiti, and Delta State. INEC objects to state results presented by Obi. In a slight twist of events, INEC did not object to the Labour Party and Peter Obi's submission of result sheets of the national collation for the February 25th presidential election. There was no reason given for the non-objection position taken by INEC's counsel. In a similar vein, the lawyers for President Bola Tinubu and the All Progressive Congress (APC), Akin, Olujemi San, and Latif San, did not oppose the submission made by the Labour Party and its candidates. However, they objected the results the opposition party said it obtained from polling units, wards, and local governments and states. Labour Party's counsel, Ananaba, informed the court that they are ready to tender forms EC40G series, which are forms for materials distribution across states, at the next hearing. He said they will be responding to the reasons made for objecting and not objecting to the document tendered before the court. Earlier, the PDP Democratic Party called its subpoenaed witnesses to address the tribunal. When the first witness, Egwem Friday, came forward, there was no objection from the lawyers of the All Progressive Congress (APC) and the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC). The witness prayed that the court adopt his submission. Following his prayer, the lead counsel for President Bola Tinubu, Mr. Wole Olepetim San, objected to the motion for abduction of the PDP's witness submission on the grounds that the party did not list him as part of their witness before the tribunal began. Mr. Olapekom urged the tribunal to reject the application of Christ Uche San, counsel to the PDP, to admit the submission of the witness. The counsel to INEC, AB Mahmoud San, and that of the APC, Latif Fabian, also agreed with Wole Olepekum, counsel to the president, I beg your pardon. However, the five-man panel of judges led by Justice Aruna stood down briefly for ruling on the matter. Upon their return, the panel of judges allowed the subpoenaed witness to proceed with submissions. Under cross-examination by INEC's counsel, Friday, Egwem said as an ADEC of staff, he was able to successfully transmit the result for the senatorial and House of Representatives elections, but he could not transmit that of the presidential elections even after repeated attempts. The PDP called its second subpoenaed witness for the day, Grace Timothy, but counsels to Bola Tinubu, APC, and INEC all objected to her submission. However, Justice Aruna allowed her to give her submission before the court. Again, under the cross-examination, Grace Timothy, who was a presiding officer in Plateau State, said she also faced the same challenge of uploading the results for the presidential elections to the IREF portal. Okay, so guys, you've all heard it now. I'm dropping it here. What's your take on this? Kindly share your your views below the comment section, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you for this coming up.